Wahoo.
I'm just gonna post some stuff and then I'll be ready. So.
So, in latest gaming news, Roblox has removed the oof sound from the game.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a licensing thing.
The fall of greatness. Sounds like squirrels. I can hear some squirrels.
Mm-hmm. It is.
They can't see it yet.
Yeah.
Stream can't see it yet, but we can see some funny guys. Hold on. Don't start it yet.
I'm not.
Early stream. Oh yeah, I will put this one on. Oh, light mode. We've never been doing this in daytime, so
Oh, is that why?
yeah, my phone and my iPad both have automatic light mode.
I see.
Yeah, and then I need to pop this out. Whoops, that's the opposite of popping it out. The sound of nuts and squirrels. Yep. Let's see. Pin that. And that. I think I'm ready.
Yeah. Shall we jump into it?
We can jump into it.
Alright. Oh yeah.
If it works.
Just gotta do this first. Always. Nuts. Yeah.
Oh, it's big.
I think I know why. I can... Because it's, the settings are... The resolution is crazy. But I
Whoa,
guess we just
3.
Yeah, I guess my screen can take that. I can just make it this.
20.
That's
Yeah.
probably fine.
Yeah,
That do
did
anything?
that? It basically did it. Can we
Yeah,
move
do
it
that.
up a little bit? It looks like it's like...
Yeah, let me just get on the menu. There we go.
It actually looks like it got lower quality.
Yeah, it's a lower resolution.
Yeah, it's kind of noticeable. That's weird.
How do you do it?
Just have to... I think I can... That looks good. Just lock them in place. Nuts.
Okay, new game.
Made by like 5 people, it looks like.
Oh,
It's so pretty.
Europe.
Europe? How?
Those signs.
I guess they're... Is that exclusive to Europe?
I have not seen those signs in Australia, and they are
Yeah.
everywhere. Like in Denmark, and
I don't know if
Like,
they're
just-
in other countries.
the thing is, I have just not seen them here. So I am just assuming these are.
Can we have a
European thing, 'cause
closer
they're
look at
everywhere.
those signs, Johnny?
Hmm?
Let's have a closer inspection.
Alright. Here we go.
Oh, it's like the... Yeah. In Australia, that would be written on top of the on top of the tunnel.
Oh.
What's that?
I don't know. I clicked the button and it did
Is
this.
it camera?
Unfreeze. I don't know. Anyway. Oh.
Ooh. Entrance to Melmoth Forest? Days 1.
Okay. Well, there's a red arrow going this way.
So, the job. You'll be researching squirrels in Mammoth Forest.
Okay. If anyone is watching and in the chat, let us know if the volume...
Exciting, I know. Yeah, the pay is not great, but it's a great opportunity.
Melmoth Basin Wildlife Reserve. Visitors must be accompanied by an accredited guide, no public hikes. We haven't used our microphone or the setup for a month, so let us know if something is
That's
too
right.
loud or quiet.
You'll have your very own research caravan, and all the squirrels of Mammoth Forest to keep you company.
Also, this accent is clearly European as well.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be perfect. I'm looking at your resume right now. No problem with isolation, proven self-sufficiency, low expectations. I'm frankly completely confident in your suitability for the role.
It's locked. Perhaps there's a key nearby.
This is a mystery game.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's in the tags. Power generator.
Power's out, but Simon's note mentioned a generator. I'm no expert, but I bet fuel would come in handy here.
What bike?
I like the aesthetic. It's a bit, Oberdin, but not.
Yeah.
Welcome, new boots. I had to duck out for a bit, but here's the key to your new place. It'd be great if you can fire up the generator while I'm gone. Hang tight. I'll be there ASAP to pick you up. Simon. I think this, I think they use gradient maps to make the colors on this. Or whatever the equivalent of gradient maps is in 3D. It looks really nice. Like, the further something is in the background, the more faded it is.
No. Let's look inside.
Fax this. Fax this check-in sheet to me once you're ready to get going. Okay, so not yet. As soon as the power's on, I can fax this over to Nina. No power. And if anyone is watching and listening, there is a chance that we will stop for a short break in the middle of the stream somewhere, because we might get a phone call.
Oh. You're telling me.
Wait, what were you trying to do?
I don't know. Like, it was just as soon as I sat down, it went into this mode. This unfreeze mode, and I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
Whappish! Nuts! Imagine if we streamed at a time that was reasonable for you to watch. Oh! Give us some juice. Thank you for the drawing of Garfield.
Yeah, that was good.
It was very funny.
Alright, generator's on.
We were out somewhere, and I showed Johnny the sketch. And we had a laugh on the train. Or at the restaurant, or whatever we were.
You made it. It's me, Professor Schultz, Nina.
Shots.
Isn't the research station cozy? I'd like to make sure that everything's in the right place, before we send you off into the wilds. Can you look around and see if you find a camera in there?
Are they German?
Yeah.
They sound a little bit...
Fantastic. Snap a
Yeah.
photo for me, could you? Of the whole caravan?
Photo of the whole caravan. I think from the outside, maybe?
Yeah. The door's locked.
Really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me the one. Yeah. It was needed. It was necessary, even, to create this art. How do you fax the photo?
Yeah. Select photo. Oh, select photo.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I think mouse and keyboard might be easier for this game.
maybe it is.
It looks like it wants you to press things and drag them.
Yeah. But now I've gotten used to those buttons. It's fine. I'll use this.
Looks like it's pretty much what I asked for. You never know with mail order. Okay, ready to go. Take a last look at civilization. All things going well, you'll be deep in the
The
forest
music's
for
kinda
months
epic.
to finish the study. Simon, the logistics guy, will be there any moment to pick you up. He is a bit shy, so don't worry about small talk. Oh, sounds like he's there. Hold on to your hat.
Let us know if the volume is okay, like if you can hear the voice actor,
Yeah.
or if we need to turn them up or anything, or turn us up or down. Oh, I love this art style. It's so cool.
Hmm.
I love that they can just swap out the color palette for whatever gradient looks good next. Fax this check-in sheet to me once you're ready to get going. It's the same one.
Yeah, it's like a point and click mode.
Maybe there's no tape in there. Maybe turn up the game just a little. The radio filter makes them hard to understand.
That's not audio.
Go back one? Oh.
That's all.
Wait. Try...
Like, what?
Oh, well there was nothing...
No, there's nothing. Settings. That's it. Master volume. Already full.
Yeah, we can turn the game up.
Yeah.
It's from here. Yeah, that should be fine.
Tell me if that's better.
We can also turn the subtitle size up if that helps. So that
Yeah,
if we
let
can't-
us know.
Yeah,
like
let
right
us-
now, I'm assuming the default settings are
Yeah.
quite readable.
How do you send and receive files at lightning speed? Just feed them through the top and you're good to go. Drop a page on top of the fax max and it will automatically be sent to its destination. The fax max receives faxes automatically. 1. Paper input. How to use. Portacam will be your most faithful companion on your long expedition. Place it down anywhere, aim it at your target. Function. Use the handle to aim. Ultralight portable television. Link to the Sync Master 300 via SyncWave. Function. The number at the top shows you the channel. The ultimate wireless SyncWave playback device, capable of connecting and syncing up to 6 different devices. 1. Press record to start recording on all channels. 2. Use the buttons to scrub the recordings. All channels are synced with our revolutionary SyncWave technology. Ooh.
Well, let's start it, I guess.
Nina again. Hope your nerves survived that shaky ride. Yeah, I know, but the quad only fits one. You'll get used to it. So, welcome to Mammoth Forest. I'm sure you'll love it here. Such peace and quiet. Yes, cash is transferred every Friday. Don't worry, we won't forget. I know it's not easy as a recent graduate.
Uh-oh. I should explore the caravan. I think the sound is backwards for me.
Yeah, the line cuts out sometimes, but I'll be quick. Everything you need should be right on your desk. And I'll fax over the details of your first task now. There's a corkboard in the caravan for your research. Just pin it up there. I'll wait. Okay, you can read back on
How does she know we did that?
what to do. Now, can you see a small GPS device with an antenna? Your first task is simple. We just want to make sure the equipment works. So, first find the tree I marked on your GPS. Easy. Then place a camera nearby. Yes, exactly, pointing towards the tree. With that done, you can head back to your research caravan. Once you're in position at home, hit record on the recorder and then, well, we wait. When the recording is finished at night, you can review
Oh,
it.
paranormal activity.
As soon as you see the squirrel on your TV, snap a picture, print it out, and fax it to me.
But with
Got
squirrels.
it? It can take a few days to get used to the work, so don't worry. There's no urgency. You're all set? Great. Then we'll talk again soon.
I really like the colors in this one.
Yeah.
Like I said, using garlic salt in this otherwise plain rice is a really good idea. Yes. Garlic good. Welcome to the Melmoth Forest Base Camp. First, let's check that the equipment left by our previous researcher still works. Just follow the steps below. 1. Find the marked location, X on the GPS. 2. Place a camera. 3. Sit down. 4. Hit record on the desk and watch for a squirrel. 5. Press pause when the squirrel is in view. 6. Print the photo of the squirrel. 7. Fax the photo to Professor Nina Schultz.
Easy.
Okay.
So do I grab anything?
No, you use the GPS. Oh wait, you need a camera, I guess.
There's a camera, right? Maybe.
Maybe it's outside. Yeah. Hey, new boots. This should be everything you'll need for the moment. Good luck with your research, Simon. What is that? Apple core. Oh!
Oh,
Talk about an unboxing. This is the toilet hole.
toilet paper. Right.
Ooh,
Pretty.
it's so pretty. Before you go back to the truck, you should look around. Maybe it's that one.
I believe so.
Can you
Nah, it's
angle the
just-
camera?
It doesn't seem like it.
But you're on the X.
Yeah, I know. What about it?
Oh, well,
I can't angle the camera. It's just like this.
okay, that's probably fine. Can you, like, look around a bit before you go back to the caravan? Like, can you walk somewhere else? Or does it, like, have invisible walls or something?
I'm sure we will get to explore everything else later.
I know, but it's cool.
It is
Ooh.
cool.
It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Really making the most out of that Unity fog. What if you put the apple... Oh, okay.
Gameplay.
Gameplay. This will get you a Steam
But you
achievement
can't-
for sure.
What?
What? What? You can open the bin, but you can't use it?
Oh, that's not on.
So can you put the apple cores near the tree so maybe the squirrels will eat it? On camera.
Good thinking.
Might be funny. Riveting.
Riveting.
No, put the other one too. Put the other one too. Put the other one too.
Okay.
Then you'll get 2 squirrels.
Oh, I see.
Check that they're on the camera before you go. Go look at the camera. You gotta be able to see them. Yes. Now we know where they will land. Yes. It's all coming together. Now you need a box and a stick and a string. Oh, the colors are so nice in this. So you have to press pause when you see a guy. There was a guy, but it didn't come close. Maybe that was it. Gotta rewind it. It's a tape. It's an old school tape. Oh! You can change the playback speed to slow.
Where?
Under the 3-second mark.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Seems everything works like a charm. So, now what we really need is a close-up of this squirrel near its stash. We found them in treetops, under rocks, buried underground, anywhere, really. When I did this study 15 years ago... Oh, did I forget to mention that? Yeah, believe it or not, Panorama tried the exact same bullshit back in '82, trying to get this damnable dam approved. I know, but they won't succeed now either, thanks to you. Anyway, from my work back then, I know the squirrels here take the same route every night, so I'm sure you can follow him easily enough. When
we have to stalk him.
Frame at the end of the recording, print out a photo and send it over. Oh, and Simon mentioned something about dropping off some extra stuff for you. Maybe check outside.
Was it apple cores?
So what's the mission?
Where does the squirrel go? I'll find out and share with Nina. Find the stash. The last researcher told us that the male squirrel in this area visits the same location every night, but we need to know where, as that'll be where the stash is. Could we get a photo of the squirrel with the stash for our records? 1. Figure out where the squirrel goes. 2. Place cameras. Print a photo of the squirrel with stash. Fax it to Nina. I guess we have to look for, like, footsteps or traces before we actually place the camera.
Maybe so.
You know what they say, new bits. Life is a river. You just have to let it flow. Looks like I let it flow a bit too much there before. I forgot some stuff in the first drop-off. I brought it for you now. It gives us a new camera every day. You're probably on top of this, but don't forget to take the TV inside. And I do an electricity don't mix, as I found out embarrassingly recently. What's the TV for again?
2 screens.
Oh, two cameras. We have 2 cameras.
I guess now is as good a time as any to tell you what we're actually doing here. The Viago Institute, the place we work for, performs impact studies. Yes, exactly. Construction companies need to commission studies like this one to be legally permitted to build anything. And this one is commissioned by an entity known as Panorama Corp. They want to build a ludicrous 5-star condo place here called Panorama Land. I know. And they tried something just like this 15 years ago. But my research into native squirrel habitats helped to shut that down, because our fluffy little squirrels are classified as an endangered species.
Hey,
So your work here could help to save the space for the squirrels to live in. Anyway,
what the?
I'm probably boring the
Just dropping stuff
Let's
everywhere.
get back to work.
Video game. Wouldn't be a video game without cassette tapes everywhere. Lore.
It's October 7th. Yes, I had to check. Still 1982. Didn't need to check that yet. I've just
1982.
arrived at location 4C.
This could be
near the
15 years
source
ago.
of Mammoth Creek. It's my first day of the
What do you
field
mean?
study here, and I'm
It's
hoping to
Nina.
see some squirrels.
She worked here
Oh,
15
right,
years
right.
ago.
Today, but my
As in the tape could be old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick around
This is
until
not present.
nightfall. Squirrels aren't known to be nocturnal, but sure, who knows out here in Mammoth? I'm seeking to find out exactly where their nests are. Since they don't really hibernate, they have to come up and down the trees all the time.
Okay. Let's start putting the camera somewhere new.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
guessing.
we know which way it went from there.
I think we saw it kind of go in this direction.
Yeah. We have 2 cameras now, so we
yeah.
can
So
kind of...
maybe I'll put one here.
And then one further out.
Like here.
Maybe even further out. We can angle it the other way. So, like, if you go near that tall tree, and then turn it around.
I'm just getting the same thing twice.
Oh, no, this way. Yeah.
Not loving it. Like this, maybe?
Okay. Yeah. A recording of 82. You can make it go faster, I think, for this part.
It's okay.
It didn't go that way,
What?
I guess.
What do you mean?
Like, it didn't go past camera 2.
It did.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, did
I
you
missed
not?
it.
It ran like this.
I missed it.
See?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we can keep looking that way. For the
Fire
stash.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the apple cores as markers. Like something like that. We know they're going in that direction.
I thought you meant you were going to put the apple core where the last camera was, so you remember the angle.
Well, I thought I'd put the I'd put it where I know the squirrel was.
Okay.
The angle doesn't matter that much. This might be a good view, because I'm pretty sure it walked down here.
You can move both cameras because you know that
Mhm.
they both went that way.
I know, but wouldn't you agree that's one good view?
Yes. What if you got 2 good views?
Mm-hmm.
You could make a hard right before this, though. That's a good spot. That's a very big overview of everything.
Mm-hmm. So it's this.
Wouldn't want it to get blocked by the fog, though. Because the fog will kill some detail.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Just put it on the other rock.
Thing is, it could be gone. It could go behind the rock. That's just a lot of tree.
What do you mean? Just go on the big rock that you saw before.
So we know it's gonna come here.
Yeah.
Is it gonna keep running this way?
Or it
Is
could
it gonna run
make a
this
hard right.
So you want it like here? Stuff like this?
That basically covers all the directions it can go. You don't have to get it in 2 days. You can keep going.
I
so
know,
just...
I know. It's not in the second one. So from this view it goes
It
left.
went left. Maybe keep the first camera there for now, so you can kind of... It was left of that bush.
Of what bush?
That bush. That bush there.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Well, it went like this way.
No, it went to the very left of the screen, so it would have gone this way. Yeah. Grassy. Maybe we need a higher view, because it might
be
go
good.
under the grass, or might like be too short. See the apple core? You can.
It's there.
I just don't know how tall the grass is supposed to be here.
Well, since we know,
Yeah, you can move the camera now.
I'm moving the other one. This is
Nah, you won't be able to see it from that side.
Let's try that.
Okay. So it's gonna hit both cameras at the same time this time.
It's not even on the second
Oh.
one.
It went between the two small bushes.
It is on the second one, but only very briefly.
Huh.
It goes towards the second camera.
Okay.
So, that rock there.
That's funny. Okay, so instead of it going... Instead of it... Wait.
What?
I want to see that again.
This was the camera where we saw the most? It went behind this rock.
That's not the camera where we saw the most.
Yes, it was. On this camera, all we saw was that it came here and then went this way, which is
Okay.
the same rock.
Yeah. I think we should just... Yeah. Hey, the stash. Why don't you point the camera directly at it then? The stash.
How'd I have?
Okay, but we need to take a photo of it for the board.
Mm-hmm. That's a okay, picture if I know one.
Okay. It's just a very small picture.
Great picture. I mean, if I do it like this, it's just above it.
Yeah, but you can get that close though. You can get even closer. Oh. Yeah.
Can't do it here.
The angle is actually quite wide.
Anyway.
Funny squirrel pics. You can slow-mo it if you want to have a good picture. Damn, man, this camera... this 90s camera is pretty high FPS. Alright, print it. That's the button, I think, yeah.
What's this like?
Which monitor?
Choose.
The squirrel bite of 97.
Interesting. Looks like this one doesn't go very far into the forest. But hey, it's the middle of the night. Go to sleep. I'll call you back in the morning.
Yum.
Let's try something a little more challenging. We know that some squirrels build their nests, strays, a little bit further away from their nut stashes. According to my records, this one can go pretty far, so do be prepared for this task to take quite some time. I updated the location on your GPS. Good luck.
We have another squirrel whose stash location has changed since our last researcher was in the forest. We need you to find out where the updated stash location is. But watch out, this one's a real tricky little fellow, and the stash could very well not be where you expect. Take a picture of the squirrel stash, fax it to Nina.
What's that mean?
You have an X on your GPS now.
Mm-hmm.
You can use two cameras.
I
The
will.
same. It's a very pretty game.
Yeah.
Wonder why it gets so grey over there.
Over here?
No. Where you were before.
I bet it's gonna jump on those rocks. Look how perfectly placed for jumping they
Yeah,
are.
but this camera's not going to do anything if they don't jump on the rocks.
Yeah, I already have one camera for the tree.
Okay. I thought you were just going to hit it from two angles so you know for sure which way it goes.
I think that's a pretty good spot. It's probably going to come down that tree. And maybe go this way. And if it goes the other way, that camera will capture it anyway.
Well, if it goes that way, behind the first camera, then you don't know exactly which way it went.
But then we know that it does that, and we can do that tomorrow.
Like, it goes grey over there.
What?
If you go back to where the nuts are, and then you keep going, the colour changes.
Oh, that's interesting. It's a fun way to indicate.
That you're out of the zone.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put these apple cores over here. I think that's a good way to do this.
It's on slow-mo.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
rocks.
So predictable. Runs
And then it went behind that tree.
behind that tree on the left and then right next to that. Okay. That's pretty good. Just want to see if it goes back or something.
Okay.
Cool. Very good.
Did a platformer jump over those rocks? Altelia Xeno? Squirrel Genius. Squirrel platforming action. Wow. So which tree did it go behind?
This one. It goes on the left of it, and then it goes this way.
So it probably goes between the rocks.
Could go between these rocks, TBH. What if I just, like, place one, like, here?
Again, it would suck if it didn't go between the rocks, because then
But I
we
already
lose
have
a camera.
But I already have a camera on the other side.
Yeah.
Let's get those cores. Just one. So, just like this. Guess it goes this way. I don't want the
Could
hill
also
not to
go
block it.
towards the camera.
This is good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you can't see the apple core, then you might miss it.
I could also put it down here.
I don't think that's worth, because...
That's not bad.
Okay, but if it goes the way that the camera was just then you won't be able to see it at all.
What do you mean?
Where the camera just was, like just here where you're standing right now,
Yeah,
if it goes that way, you won't be able to see it at all on camera 1.
but we know that it goes left of this tree and then it goes right. That's what we saw on the footage.
Okay, but look at the camera angle you've put camera 1 on.
Yeah.
It's basically over a hill. Like, you might not see it at all because the hill is blocking a lot of vision.
That's what I'm trying to place this. Like, maybe I'll put it on this rock.
But still with the apple core in frame.
Yeah. There.
Okay.
Might even be able to catch it a little bit here. Anyway, I think that's a good start. This way? Oh, I did go in here.
And
Okay.
then it went to the right of that camera.
That's good knowledge. Let's see if it comes back.
Camera 2 doing all the hard work.
Me was right. And then it goes right, so it could go in there.
I think
Could
it
go
did.
further in here.
I think it just went that way.
Mm-hmm.
You just wrote a note.
Yeah, I know.
There's a boat on the cliffside near the river. Maybe I should send a picture of it to Nina. That is cool.
And you may ask yourself,
Oh!
Oh,
have I have water?
oh, I
Well-
will now.
Thanks.
But if it doesn't go that way. This. So it'll come here.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Just
you
in
know you have
case.
both.
I imagine it will come over here.
Yeah.
This. Where can it go from here?
Well, keep going.
I'm
Can you
just
go
looking-
down that way?
I'm just looking a little bit. This is the tree.
Yeah, so probably not this way, but
Scene. The core. Okay. Well, otherwise I'll put a camera there.
oh, back where we started. Maybe fax the thing first in case we get some dialogue.
That's weird. Why is there an old boat in Mammoth Forest? There are some rivers here. I used to camp out right beside one, in fact. But I wouldn't have thought they were deep enough for a boat of this size. And you can't get any closer? Too bad. But tell you what, I'll see if I can find anything about it in our records.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Let's go that way.
Interesting.
It's not
So
returned.
it doesn't actually...
We were told it. This one could be a little tricky.
Tricky!
Could be a little cheeky. It might just run around a little bit in a loop.
Might be worth just pointing a camera straight down.
In this way.
Yeah. We'll point this camera at the other camera if we want to make sure we catch it.
Don't need to do that.
Well, then you are
Like,
pretty...
look at this view. We'll already see what direction it goes. Yeah, I'll even, like that. Let's do it like this. 1, 2. So 2 is the second location. Then, what's a good spot?
But you have no leads for where it's going to go now.
I don't.
So...
That's why I'm putting down a camera. Stuff like this.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to see it if it's so small?
It's a very bright color.
Okay.
There's only one way to find out. Just gonna get that core. Alright. Let's see what that does.
The squirrel is very bright. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's in there.
Okay, not on camera 2 at all.
Did I just see it? Oh, there it is. Can you see it on the side camera? There?
I think, okay, between a couple of bushes, probably. Yeah, I think we barely just saw it. Clean.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh.
the stash. Hey, wait a minute!
Dynamite.
Maybe you should get the camera out.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What are these little guys
Oh.
up to? I hope we're not Elmer Fudd of Looney Tunes fame. Little scamps. What are you doing with all that dynamite? You get a nice close shot of the dynamite with the other camera.
That's a great bit.
I think it would be funny if you could get like a, yeah. What if it makes a funny little facial expression? Who knows?
Oh. Oh.
What if it brings another match? We need that close fine detail from the camera. Looney Tunes moment with the squirrels. That's really
It's a
funny.
fucking pile of dynamite.
Okay. Camera 2. And what a picture.
And what a picture. What do you think of this?
What the? Is that what I think it is? Why would a squirrel stash dynamite and matches? I mean, did the squirrel plant that there, or who? It's pretty clear that some things have changed since last time I was in Mammoth Forest. We'll have our work cut out for us, getting to the bottom of this.
Back in my day, the squirrels stashed only nuts.
Times have
Times have changed since I was last in Mammoth Forest. What if the squirrel lights a match in the dark cave, and then he gets super embarrassed? Yeah. I should send Nina a fax of what?
To let her know I'm here.
Okay.
Simon dropped you off? Great. I'll tell you, that man works harder than any of us. You know, the reason he needs to get out of the forest early every day is to go to his other job, cleaning after hours at a restaurant. Anyway, I'm glad you're both so invested in the success of our project.
I'm so cold.
Speaking of, are you up for
Is
another
the
task?
heater on?
You're in another squirrel's habitat now, a female we suspect to be pregnant. And we need to know where she's stashing her winter supplies. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that's everything. I've sent you the mission briefing and calibrated your equipment. And I've marked the squirrel's last known location on your GPS.
Hey.
So, the squirrel in this area tends to visit the same place every night. We need a photograph of the squirrel arriving at their stash for our data analysis. Follow the squirrel with your camera, place cameras along her path, take a photo of the squirrel with the stash, fax it to you. Back in my day, squirrels only stashed those classic round shiny bombs with the long fuse.
Oh, got to read it.
Sorry, Newbids, I was hoping to get you some more gadgets, but it all got booked by the other deer brigade. You know how those guys are like. These cameras will get the job done, though. I used them for trout research last summer also. Is that a light? Are they lights or cameras? I think they're just cameras.
The cameras.
Okay. Very bright in this palette.
Number 2. Number 1. Okay, I'm just gonna... Camera 1 is just gonna be that. Like so.
Yeah, 3! One of them should just, like, overlook everything if you can.
Yeah, that's my intention, kind of. Could even put one on top of this place.
Yeah. Maybe you should
Probably
put
not
two
gonna
on
go in
top.
that direction.
One in one direction, one in the other direction. That looks like a pretty clear path.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Further back? It's pretty hard to see. Well, maybe.
It's mostly rocks. But, like, if it goes in there,
Yeah.
we'll be able to see that. But
I
at that
guess
point...
you need camera 3 to see the part where they go in.
So, it's gonna land here, probably.
That's actually not a bad spot already where it is.
Let's see what it's actually
In case it
sees.
goes behind camera 1.
This is good.
Okay. I hope the game doesn't make us find a body in pursuit of nut stash. That'd be pretty scary.
Can. Can for squirrel drop.
New palette. Ooh.
Ooh. There it is. Yeah, it goes towards camera 2. It
Yeah,
does go
it does
this
go
way.
down the path.
On that rock. On the right there. Jumps off. Okay.
So we could put a camera on that rock, or near that, to look at the rock. To be more clear.
Mm-hmm. That's a good spot.
Yeah. On this big rock, hey?
Yeah.
Maybe just point it this way. I can't imagine it could make that jump. But I guess we'll have to see.
Well,
Might be
put
good to
one
have
here.
one down here, yeah.
And let's have one on the other side.
In case it does make the jump.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't jump, then we'll be very clear which direction it goes.
It's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, that's why. But point it sort of towards the other camera, but like also being able to see the ground. Yeah, like that. In case it goes, you know, that way, towards the tree. Yeah, I think that works, because if it slithers through there, it might go behind the tree, and you might be able to see it from the same. Xeno says, squirrels are pretty good at jumping. That's true. But they're not very big. How far can something jump?
Can.
I don't know if it even gets there. Does it get there?
Well, now we have a can on the spot.
Okay.
Funny.
After this, I want to request a small BRB so I can turn the heater on and get a drink. Phone?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I thought I'd check in on you. You remember that boat you saw during your last task? Well, it has a name. It's called the DV Fireball. I found a picture from a deer study a few years ago where the name was legible. Still no idea how it got there, or why, but at least it has a name now. I'll be honest with you, from my time in Mammoth back in '82, I suspect Panorama. This would be just like them. They're always starting projects and abandoning them, then leaving all their leftover junk in the forest. I honestly don't know how they get away with it.
Enhance box.
Oh.
That's good.
Okay, well then you can take an even nicer picture for the report.
Now we know.
Oh, the night palette looks so cool.
Yeah. Makes it very foggy, though.
Oh, it makes it!
Does make it.
It makes it.
Okay.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Hmm.
The video game squirrel can jump. You went into the abyss. Ooh, it's very hard to know which way it went.
Kind of like jumps there and then up here. And
That's
then
probably
we
a
don't
good.
really know.
That's a good angle just to see. Oh, there's a little treehouse. Ooh, we should take a photo of that with the regular camera.
Okay, so that's a. It's not a great view. It'll give us a little bit of direction, but that's really it.
But that's what you are looking for anyway.
But
you're just gonna put one just somewhere for a shot in the dark.
yeah, but I'm just trying to find a spot that would give us something. This is good.
Depends if it hides behind the mounds, I guess.
But it jumps on this mountain. Doesn't
yeah,
jump
no,
behind
but like, see that white line in the middle of the screen there?
Yeah.
It could go behind it.
But if you know, if we see it jump down here, then we
it
can
could-
assume it goes in this direction. Anyway, I feel like that's an okay
You have
spot.
one more camera anyway.
I have one more camera. Just gotta figure out where to put it.
Now, can you make that jump?
I can't even make this jump.
Maybe it's good to have something lower as well in case it comes down. It's a pretty wild shot, though. Like,
yeah,
it's a very wild guess.
it is.
But that's okay. That's why the other two cameras there. We should take a photo of that weird thing that's like the treehouse thing.
We're close to it.
That's cool.
Scary music.
Scary. I think we should take a photo of it. Worst that could happen is the game does not respond to you sending this photo to her. I didn't do very much, like, I don't think... in my lifetime, people did not really fax things to one another. Like, I think I
My
was...
dad did.
Yeah, I think I was,
Why?
like, just too young. People stopped faxing so much.
My dad's work had some faxing going
Well,
on, so we had a fax at home.
Work, yeah. Like, my mom's business and stuff had fax, but, like, people also used to own fax machines in their houses, and I guess they used to fax things to each other.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
But,
Oh,
Huh?
there's 2 squirrels.
Yeah! Oh, one's white and one's
We
black.
found a spot here. Hey,
Camera 2.
camera 2.
Next to the
Got a
2...
perfect view of it.
Yeah, next to the 2 trees. That was confusing.
Ants.
Oh, 3! There's 3 of them! They're meeting. They're having a meeting.
But wait, are these the same squirrels even?
Well, obviously they're different squirrels. What do you mean?
I'm trying to like spot. So our squirrel should jump up here.
They're meeting. They're 3 squirrels. So the one that you saw on camera 1 is actually a completely different squirrel. And camera 1 is the one that you just put as a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
So the 2 trees next to camera 2 is what you want.
Oh wait, I never did fax. Let's try that.
It would be a real shame. Oh, they're plotting! It'd be a real shame if the squirrel enabled creative mode and flew into an unreachable area. Yeah, that'd make it hard for us.
That's not quite what we're looking for. I don't even see any squirrels here. Could you try again?
Aww. I thought they would have cool dialogue about that.
I think I'm guessing only if I get a note.
I
about
know,
what
I know,
I'm
but
doing.
it's like, oh, someone just left a treehouse in the middle of the forest?
Yeah, sure is interesting.
Is that camera 2? Yeah,
Me too.
so, right there. And now we know we can just use the enhance machine that they have from CSI to make the photo look better. If you want, you can check where the second one came from, or the third one came from. Do you want to see if it comes out of the treehouse? That'd be funny. Get some lore. Because this one was the one where we just put it there.
Maybe we're about to find out. Oh,
Well, it actually came from that side. It came from that side. Where the logs are. So maybe one over here would be interesting. Oh,
I'm trying to stay calm today. Breathing in, breathing out. As I walk around in section B9. I've taken to calling it Merrimouth Sanctuary. It feels sacred. The squirrels like it here. Unfortunately, so do Panorama. They've started cutting down trees. Maybe they need the wood for their dam scaffolding. I met some of the workers and tried to explain that they don't have permission. Can't have permission. They just shrugged. Bunch of jobs worth. My press contacts have stopped returning my calls. I think they see me as a crazy squirrel lady now. I hope I can still stop Panorama from building their stupid dam. I hope my study will make sense. Oh, hey there, little one.
squirrel meeting, squirrel meeting. Yes.
Oh. One of them comes from the treehouse and one of them comes from the logs. That's funny. And now. Hee
Ants.
Enhance. Funny. Alright, after you take this picture and send it, I would like to turn the heater on because I'm cold.
Wow, that's surprising. They don't usually congregate like this.
Meeting!
This is
Yummy.
actually far more interesting than the data we've been asking you to gather, but I'm not quite sure what it means just yet. Actually, can you think of a way to find out where those...
We got it already!
If we can find out
Lucky.
where they start their route, I can add them to our system for future research.
Well.
We're far ahead.
Lucky you.
We might not have the best angle for them, but we do know where to put the cameras to get them a better angle.
Let me try to see if this works.
Could you zoom in on camera 1?
Doing 3 first.
Okay. You zoom in on camera 3? It is from the treehouse.
Yeah. Just trying to get the...
Yes. Enhance. That's a pretty good picture. And to think she scoffed at us for sending the treehouse earlier. Let's put it on the desk. Oh.
What is that? Looks like someone used to live here, but now it's been claimed by the squirrels. Probably
Professional
too high to
squirrel
get a closer
trackers.
look.
We're really good at this
I do
game.
wonder what's there. And did you follow the other one yet?
Yeah.
Yes?
So that's number 1.
Whoop.
Ants.
Enhance. Imagine the technology from the 90s being like this. Super high FPS camera. Super high resolution camera. It's like, you can zoom in like 4 times
I
on this
see it.
camera.
But that doesn't look like a nest. Can you follow it a bit more? In reverse, I mean?
Maybe we need a better angle. Like, maybe we need a camera that shoots into the logs.
Yeah, okay. Now we're just gonna focus on that one.
I imagine if she used to work here 15 years ago. It's probably the 90s. That's all you need, really.
Well, maybe it runs through the logs from somewhere on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. It's a little
I?
bit silly. And another one.
And another one.
So, hey, Tato's here.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Seal emote. So imagine that this game takes place in the 90s, I guess. And they've got cameras that have like 500 times optical zoom and also slow motion at like, you know, 100 FPS. That's pretty nuts, as the game suggests. Phone? 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 Phone?
Phone.
Phone?
Hey there. Look, I just found out something really weird and needed to tell someone. Simon didn't pick up, and he's not really the most chattery bird in the cage anyway, if you catch my drift. So, you know how our study seems to be so well funded? Like, how I have way more money now than I did 15 years ago? I mean, it's not like I'm rich, but I could hire you at least. Well, it turns out that it's not Viago being generous. They've actually received a donation from an unknown source. No, my bosses wouldn't give me any more information, but it's weird, right? I hope it's not weird in a bad way.
Tato says, I'm always here with the... Sealer mode. How have you two been? Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Getting by.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a guy. It's in a log. So it comes out of a
That's
log.
convenient that I.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
that
that's
view.
a lucky... Okay, well, enhance.
Hands.
Enhance. Can't believe the squirrels found out how to rob banks. Not quite yet. But maybe soon.
But maybe soon.
What if, what's it called? Panogram?
Hmm.
Panorama? Whatever the...
Yeah, I was wondering if that would show up. They logged this area back when I was there, and of course they didn't actually end up using the bloody logs because their permission to even be there was denied. Thanks to me and the squirrels. In any case, that's both of them. You've done great work here. I'm really proud. You should get some rest before Simon picks you up.
What if this panorama group is setting up the squirrels with dynamite to make them look evil, and they hired us with their unknown source money so that it would make the squirrels look bad and we can't protect them anymore.
Framing them.
They're framing the squirrels, so it's like we have no choice but to log them, to log their homes. I've been physically okay. Seeing you two was a real pick-me-up. Oh, that's cute. Thanks for coming by.
Take a look at the article I just faxed to you. What do you make of that junk? Panorama Land will respect the forest. Like hell. I don't know what kind of game they think they're playing, but I'm going to shut it all the way down. But look, that bunker to the left. I think there's a few of those close to you. If I add them
That's so
to your
weird.
GPS, can you check if any of them are the one in the picture? If you do find it, send me a photo so I can compare. And while you do that, I'm going to make some calls about that travesty of a newspaper article.
Alright, can you pause it right here? I want to turn the heater on. I'm really cold.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, like that.
And also, I might need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think I need that too.
Oh, my legs.
Oy, oy, oy. Ah,
This is a really nice game, so I like the
Yeah.
aesthetic.
kind of want to look up who made it.
The title card had just 5 people's names on it. Yeah.
Yeah. June, Paul, Moustache, Char, and Torfi.
Oh, the heater's been off all day.
Oh my
How long have
god.
you been sitting here?
Let's game. Oh, it is a bit of a tired game. Tired day, to be honest. I am in the middle of recovering from a migraine. I got my 4th booster shot yesterday, so I'm a little bit groggy from that. You know, we back on the grind. Reykjavik. One of them are from Iceland.
You need to go to the bathroom as well?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna get us a snack of some kind. We will have dinner probably a little bit later.
Probably French. This person. I'm just like looking at the people who worked on it. There's
Yeah.
a person from Iceland. This person might be from France.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. Like, it's just some people who clearly
Like
like
squirrels.
working together, just in a small collab.
That's really cool. It's very visually coherent. Like the aesthetic of the not just the art, but like the mood is also
Yeah.
works with the art style. I'm gonna make us a little bit of a rice cake snack because we're gonna be streaming until we eat dinner
Yeah.
today. Doing an earlier stream. So it's gonna BRB for a little bit longer, but we're here.
Germany, Dublin, Ireland.
Thanks for doing the dishes.
Come. Yeah, cool. Oh, I'll also just go to the bathroom. Give me
Yeah.
a sec.
What if we had avocado toast? Except it's rice crackers. Yeah, I remember this won some awards for its mobile release. Oh, mobile! That's cool. There's not enough, like, good little narrative games that is on mobile. Alright, I've made some avocado on rice cracker, but I might go a little bit nuts, as the stream says. Put a cheese on it too. Treat yourself to some cheese. Making us some cheese, crackers, and avocado.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want 3 of them or 4 of them?
Oh no, 3 might be fine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sore.
Like this.
Huh, Pierre joined.
Oh,
Is that,
Pierre!
you know what else is nuts? You streaming this early.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Pierre.
have some
Um,
freaking avocado
thanks,
slices.
and we thought we'd do something different today.
Yeah,
So,
what if we didn't go to bed right after streaming and then we're still hyped about the video
Oh.
game we just played?
It feels great.
I definitely... I used to have trouble sleeping sometimes after a long stream that we'd do
Oh, it's 8:30
in
in
Europe.
Peerland.
In
In
Pearland.
all of Europe.
In all of the United States of Europe time zone.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah, we probably won't stream at this time usually.
Well, we might
Because-
stream a little earlier because
A little
now
earlier.
that I will probably not do night shifts and you will probably not have work until we could definitely stream earlier.
Well, let's just say it like this. There's a small chance I might get work really soon.
but you'll finish at 5.
Exactly. So with that, we can't really do these early streams. And this has been,
But we
too
could
early
start.
for the MVP, my mother.
But you can we can all definitely start 2 hours earlier than usual
Yeah,
if we were to go back to our old time.
Anyway, for now we're just fucking around.
Yeah.
And
Let's see how we go.
occasionally we might do early streams.
The
Anyway.
US or the United States of Europe time.
Alright, let's get back to nuts. Fucking around and finding out my favorite streaming tactic. Yeah. Alright. More of this.
Yeah.
Sleeping?
I'm sleeping.
Oh. Resume.
This game is so pretty.
So this time we just had to go out and look around, right?
Well, let's see what the note says!
No!
Oh!
There's no.
Boots! Yeah, just boots. I think you've earned it by now. Sorry for all the bumps on the bridge we drove over. It's a damn death trap, I tell you. I've written to the park management over and over that this is on Panorama. Those old rocks are just not made for the oversized trucks. They don't stump up for some infrastructure improvements around here. Someone could get seriously hurt. And if that happens, I'll do more than write a letter.
Okay. We've got some Camrys.
And you have some X's on your map.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got multiple.
Yeah, 3 even.
What's my mission?
I should grab the photo from the article. Or you can take it with you, maybe. Because you need to find the bunker. Can you, put it in your diary?
You rip it off.
Can you put it in there?
That was the button that said, put in journal. Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking for the structure on the left. Well, they said that there was going to be a lot of them, so we're looking for specifically that one. Ooh,
What's the camera?
Bogland. Head pat skiff.
Oh. What's that? That is this.
Head pat me? Head patted.
That one.
Oh, this is a cool area.
God damn.
Why is the music so scary?
Oh!
Oh, that's good. That's a nice angle.
Yeah. So,
I'm a real seal who uses both flappies for petting. Yeah. Just pretend that they're flappies instead of human hands.
it's not the one in the picture. I wonder if I
Well-
should send this. Is that the mission?
No, you have to find the exact one. So, check the other X's. They might be ones as well.
Yeah, should grab a camera.
Yeah. Got a
Getting
frog.
this run button. Also not this one. Right now we're just kind of assuming that the camera mission will be something to do with those bunkers. So she'll probably give us an objective after we found that bunker. But,
Which X are you missing?
one that's the furthest away.
The color palette's so nice. Toggle camera. Maybe it is that one. The tree's just gone. It's the same angle.
Yeah, it is. Wait, that's the old picture.
Drop? Okay. That looks the same.
Look at this. I can go further.
The music's all scary.
It's a more creepy picture. Oh, I'm being called.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do the quick BRB.
Okay,
Are we back?
we are back. Sorry for the wait.
That's okay.
An
You
appointment I
had
had
an
to...
important phone call to make.
Yes. Alright. Has anything happened?
Tato asked about if we played any tabletop RPGs, so I mentioned Cloak and Swagger and Steel Ocean.
Mhm.
And non-tabletop RPG, we used to play a lot of Divinity. Divinity 1 and 2. Good games.
Yeah, played a bit of one.
We did a lot of 1. And then we kept restarting Divinity 2 because we needed...
We needed
we
parties
our
we could
friends,
play with.
Yeah, our friends and us are like in different time zones and are busy and stuff, so we never like fully...
Yeah, it's hard to find 3 to 4 people who you can consistently play that game. And because of that, we never really got that far in, to be honest. So we would have to restart it yet again. This is not what I'm doing.
It's so much fun though.
It's a good game. Just gonna have a more fun one. Yeah, this one. Look how creepy that is.
And I said, how's everyone doing today? And Pear said, alive and needing coffee.
Ah,
True.
we won't talk to you till then.
I can't believe it. It's... No. That linden tree was over 100 years old. No. They're working on the dam already? This is completely wrong. Totally corrupt. They are not going to get away with this. Okay. Deep breaths. I've got work to do. I'd best get to it. The best way you can help is to keep going. Finish our study. I'm still reeling, but we have work to do. Okay, we can do this. We need to figure out the exact path this scroll takes. So I need you to send me a bundle of photos of the scroll at certain, very specific timestamps. Can you check your worksheet for the details? I'll get back to, well, raising hell.
Okay. Fax a photo of the scroll at 10, 20, 13, 40, and 50, and 1 minute.
You have a new task. Good news, we can talk to Pear because he's had 1 coffee. Just needs 2.
2 coffees this early. Whew.
You know what we need now? Some really granular information on how the squirrel navigates swampy terrain. Would you send me a bunch of photos, specifically at the timestamps 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 1 minute. Follow the squirrel with your camera, place cameras along her path, take photos of the squirrel at the exact timestamp requested, fax the photos to Nina in the correct order.
Okay.
Whoa! Got so angry you flipped the table.
Okay, so we don't really know anything about these squirrels.
Except they eat apples.
Oh wait, we have 1 location. Okay, let's get all those cameras. We weren't supposed to do that yet.
Eating nuts? Nah, Doug, we eating the rich. Like, my new job is very demanding, so I really need to be awake from 9 to 5 to be able to do it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your new
Sometimes-
job?
Yeah, what's your new job? I don't know very many people who have a 9 to 5 that don't drink 2 cups of coffee.
Mm.
Oh, duck!
It's no duck, but there was a sound.
There was like, wee.
I heard it. Yeah. I might get back to 9 to 5 in soon. Because I had an interview today. So that's exciting. But yeah, I would also drink 2 cups of coffee normally, but I started trying to cut down because I feel like it's not really helping that much anymore. It's probably gonna...
I read something interesting, just anecdotal stuff that people who have hyperactive ADHD don't actually get very much benefits from drinking coffee anyway. Like, it's the same whether you have 1, 2, or 0. Some people even get anxiety if they drink too much coffee. Some people with ADHD get anxiety when they drink too much coffee. And so, ages ago, I was telling you that I think when I have decaf coffee, I feel the same as if I have regular coffee. And I think that's because regular coffee doesn't actually do a massive amount for me anyway. Like, it doesn't make me that much more alert.
Like, I feel like the impact of the coffee I don't really notice. It's more how
lack of-
sluggish I feel without it.
Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes I get a headache if I don't have a coffee, but yeah, the impact is not very obvious.
and for me, at some point I cut it out completely. And then I found that starting it again was quite nice. Like I could feel much more noticeable impact. Ooh! Parkour!
Yeah,
Assuming it goes this way.
yeah. But that's a pretty bad angle, actually. Can you move it backwards a little bit?
Try.
Like, just a little bit. I guess there's a big rod there anyway, so... I just feel like you want to be able to see a bit of that wood.
Yeah, look, we're gonna see a squirrel. That's the important part.
Tato says coffee can be anxiety juice. And Pear says, oh yeah, I know some friends that get anxiety. You can feel it rising from your kidneys.
It does go left. See, it kinda went over on that, and then I lost it. Okay.
The thing is, I'm one of the people that takes 2 hours to really be awake. I've tried everything at this point. It might just be a nice warm drink for me. I love coffee so much, but coffee does not love me.
That's what I say about spicy food.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll go here. That's a fun camera.
I think the thing about waking up and not feeling groggy, it depends if you have like, I don't know, there might be something else, but also a lot of people's ability to wake up depends on how much they were able to relax before they were going to sleep. The night before. Like, not necessarily how much you sleep you get, because like sometimes you can like have like a 10-hour sleep and then it's really hard to get up. In fact, I find the more I sleep, the harder it is to get up sometimes. But like, a lot of people say that like the more relaxed you feel before you go to sleep, even if you only sleep for like 5-6 hours, the easier it is to wake up. But obviously that depends on the person. That's probably very anecdotal. Dirt Butter's here!
Oh, the
Welcome
bottom.
to the stream. We are catching squirrels.
Doing eco-terrorism.
Doing eco-terrorism on
Maybe.
camera, maybe.
Right now we just know that they have dynamite and they meet up.
Dirt Butter Wow! That's how I assume that's pronounced. I used to be dependent on caffeine to exist, now all I get is the crash, no energy. That's so sad.
Where'd you go?
It did like a little jump in front of camera 1.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I have it.
Yeah, you can see it in camera 3. Goes into the hole.
Ants.
Into the... Wait. Oh, but the...
Timestamp.
Oh,
10.
right, 10. Okay, I see.
Is that good?
Okay, great. One down. Send the rest when you get them. I'm running through a labyrinth of busy phone lines here.
This is like the most German person I've ever heard.
Me unhance.
Unhance.
A little bit enhance. Where do you go?
Kind of just into the rock.
Towards the bunker.
Towards the bunker.
Yeah. They return. Oh. Yes.
Where is it?
It's running there.
Hey, that's 40 seconds.
It's 40. Does it have to be in that order?
I hope not. No, I don't think so. Just try. Otherwise, you can just pin it back up and put it
In the correct
okay.
order.
So just
Okay.
pin it and wait, right?
So that's 40.
Is this the new Frogger game? Yeah.
I mean,
I heard some frogs earlier. Welcome to the stream. 1d8.
those.
You're getting a lot out of this camera.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
It's a 50 somewhere over here.
I guess we don't have to get the photos in order, we just have to send them in order, so.
Behind that little hill. I'm gonna place something over there just so we remember that.
Why is this game called Nuts? What's so nuts about it? Well, we found some nuts earlier. We also found some dynamite, so I don't know why it's not called dynamite, because we found...
Well, there was also
Dynamite as well.
dynamite in the pile.
Exactly.
I mean, there was nuts and dynamite in that pile. So.
It's about
So wait,
watching squirrels on surveillance and seeing what the hell they're up to, because one of the ones had dynamite in its nest, and then we saw 3 of them gathering, as if they were conspiring, perhaps scheming something. So we're
Scheming
surveilling
even.
some squirrels to see what's up, but it's like we're what's it called? Like wildlife what's it called? Conservationists or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a squirrel game, yes. But maybe there's something wacky going on, so it's called Nuts.
Over here. It's that for later.
And you might ask yourself, have I have water?
Oh.
I'll have some now.
Well,
Thank you, dirt butter.
So this one didn't do much. No.
You're out of the
Parkinson's
team.
difference. It's over here somewhere.
Which one was the star camera?
E. Oh,
Yeah.
we will move that as well, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get up there.
Maybe if you parkour up these rocks.
Maybe it will parkour up these rocks. Ah. Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ah, ha, ha. Look at this.
Yeah.
It might be a good view.
Which tunnel does it go through? The one on the right. This way? Does it go this way? Oh, I guess it does at the end.
It goes... Look, it goes through that, and then
Yeah.
it goes left. We don't know where it goes after that.
Yeah.
But if we can get an overview,
Yeah.
we might be able to capture a lot of stuff.
Perfect.
It might go into some of these.
Yeah. I think that was a pretty good angle that you already had.
Okay.
Yeah. It has a lot of, like, ground.
On the wrong side, though.
Well, for how high up it is, it's pretty good.
Maybe just something like this.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. At least you're not really looking for where it's going, you're just looking for the time marks. So all you need to do is make sure you can get it at 20 seconds as well.
Or this. So, might be some more ground here.
I love exploring this bog. It's like a playground.
Let's just try that. See what happens.
It's like a playground for squirrels, conservationists, and bog bodies.
And Davis.
And Danes.
Very creepy music.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like... But so far, nothing, like, scary or even creepy has happened, so I'm not on guard.
It's over there.
Alright, so you need to just stop it at 20 seconds to see if you can see it.
Okay, it goes up there. Yes. Enhance.
Enhance! That's a really nice photo, actually.
Spotted.
If you were a squirrel, what would your squirrel name be?
Your squirrel name is the first 8 digits of your credit card details.
And your last squirrel name is the last 8 digits of your credit card number. And the 3 numbers on the back.
You're really on the trail. I'm not having as much success on my end. I did get through to the newspaper editor, but there's something strange going on. He says they did their due diligence before publishing.
My squirrel name would be Squeaky. That's what my squirrel sonar would be called.
My squirrel name would be Cooler Squeaky.
No! It's your favorite color, your favorite type of nut, and your favorite tree.
Don't really have a view of it right now. It's still
So
still actually up there.
my favorite color
Oh!
is
Ran past 2.
my favorite color is but you just need it at 30, so just wait until
I'm looking.
favorite color is red. My favorite type of nut is pistachio. And my favorite kind of tree
We
is...
actually have it. We have it there.
What's your favorite kind of tree? I don't have a favorite kind of tree. Let's
Maple trees
say...
are nice, I guess.
Say... snow gum. Oh, it's not in... Oh, it's
got
just
it.
in view. Imagine
Got
if it
it.
was just behind the tree.
Yes.
That would have been so funny. My squirrel name is Red Pistachio Snow Gum. My squirrel name is 45689857.
Yes, keep these great pictures coming. The proof you're collecting is the only rebuttal you have against the shady tactics Panorama are using.
Oh, you'll love this. Oops.
Oops. Drops it in the shredder. It's because you were using your hand to hold the phone. What?
Where'd it go?
Oh,
Did I lose the fucking photo?
that's not it. Uh-oh.
Where'd it go?
What? It disappeared! Oh, phew! Is that it? I can't remember what it looked like. Can you enhance on that and just look at it? I think that was the one.
40.
Yeah. My school name is Hammy.
Perfect. But we're in a bit of hot water right now. The newspaper editor clearly called up his friends at Panorama, and now their legal team are breathing down my neck. They have no shame. Oh no, don't worry about me. I'll sort it out.
Let's see if 50 has a camera. Yeah. I doubt it, but... may as well check.
We know what direction to look at.
Let's speed it up, I think.
Jumped here for a sec. I think think I saw it there.
This is still 40. You need to go to 50.
Yeah, I just want to confirm I can see it. Yeah, it's right there. What's over there? 40 we got. Ooh, hello.
Ooh! Well, you might not see it then.
But we know roughly where it goes after 40.
Do we want to stop? Just keep watching for 1 minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Okay, no.
Good.
So you want to reverse camera 1. Basically, like, turn it around.
Mm-hmm. But also I put a can at the spot. Here. I might actually move that later, because I already know where it goes after that. Imagine if you somehow manage to do a really hard jump, put your camera up there, and you just can't get up there again.
That would suck. That's a handicap to the game. Hard mode.
Parkour. Take it laggy. At times.
Yeah, sometimes your frames drop a little bit. You could try to set it at 50 hertz.
It's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I think the first camera I put is a little bit boring. Because
But
we
it's
already know
probably
it.
gonna get it at 50 seconds.
We
That's the
already
point.
know it's gonna stand over here. So
Yeah, but at least one of them will definitely get it at the right amount of time. What if it doesn't make it into that camera's shot?
it'll make it into this one.
Yeah, it will.
But that makes this one kind of obsolete. So we can put that somewhere a little bit close to this stuff.
Maybe, yeah. Could you just back up into the grate? Like,
Walk up into the grate? What do you mean?
like, walk it up the grate? And then put it there?
Can't.
Oh.
Like, I'm thinking if it's gonna chill in there, we have a shot of it.
Okay.
There's a camera there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start with that.
Alright. Slow-mo. Do we have it?
150. Did you see it?
I
Or did
mean,
we just...
is it just left camera 1, maybe? On the very left.
We just lose it.
Yeah, that's so sad that you moved the camera that was there, because that would have probably got it. It just left camera 1.
Okay. Just over that hill. Okay, cool.
Well, get the one at 1 minute.
Yeah. Just looking. That is just funny. Oh, yeah, coming over at 3.
Oh, we missed that too.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be here. I think you should just put it on top of the hill.
I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the hill. I think you should just put it on top of the Like there. So you're sure you're gonna get it.
I'm actually not sure if we'll get it then.
Then step over there and then turn the camera around.
Yeah, I think that's better.
That was actually the shot I was asking you to do anyway with the grate.
It's just the angle on this one.
What's wrong with it?
This one. Is
Oh
the
yeah,
problem.
no, that's
If
what
it
I
was
meant.
here-
That's why I asked you to put it on the grate facing that way, but you can't make it go on the grate, I guess.
So cool if it's right there.
Well, that's why I want you to put it there, but facing that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of grass.
It's a lot of grass.
Can you not step up one step?
No? There's nothing
Wait,
to step on. What do you mean?
Go up on the grate.
I
but
can't.
You can. Just yeah, there.
It's a lot of grass.
Okay.
In fact, it's somehow worse.
That's probably fine. I think it's just gonna be in the hill there.
Anyway,
So not that one, but the other one. Turn it around.
so it returns.
Like literally
Comes
just
here.
put it there. Facing the opposite way. To this one. Wait, what?
What?
I'm pretty sure it goes
I'm pretty
past
sure
it.
it goes left.
Okay, but make this one face the other way just in case it doesn't. Put it on the bridge, maybe. Not that bridge, the one behind you. Because it literally just passes you. So if you can place it on the bridge.
Like that?
Yeah, then you're sure you're gonna capture it no matter which way it goes.
We have enhanced technology. That's perfect.
Okay.
I think.
Oh! There it
Perfect.
is!
Enhance.
That's a pretty funny picture.
Majestic.
Great work. You're a real trooper, you know that? Yeah, I know I'm a little muffled. I'm actually calling you from the stairwell here, hiding out from a pair of suited panorama execs banging on my office door. I know. I've got copies of everything, and I'm going to get out of here and make sure they're safe.
Kind of want a better view of what's going on over there. Oh my god, there's many of them. Oh my god, they're all over the house.
They're all over the house. They know where we live. That's funny.
Let's just continue.
What in the world? This makes no sense at all. Well, we can be sure of one thing at least. The squirrels like you. Wait, hold on. Someone's coming in. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Oh, no. I don't know where this came from, but it looks like a messed up draft of our report. Signed by me? And those are your photos, but with no squirrels. There's something very, very off here. I don't think you're safe out there anymore. We'll have to get you out of there
What
soon.
the hell?
I'll call Simon.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can't believe you've been doxxed by squirrels. Forgeries and lies. Ooh, nuts. Or chips.
Or gold coins!
Or gold coins.
All the higher-ups here are on leave. I can't get through to anyone. I know you're in a tight spot. I promise I'm trying my very best. I really don't know what's happening. But Simon just sent me this photo. That's Mammoth Creek. What is that? Oil? It's... Hold on. Yes, this is Nina?
What? I thought you were talking on the
Right
phone.
now. You what? The cameras?
Multiple phones.
Multiple
Not
phones.
our day. What the ever-loving hell is going on? Okay, I hear you. Stay safe. Okay, so that was Simon calling from the quad phone. Something about the cameras taking damage, as if we needed that now along with everything else.
Oh!
Ah! Yo!
Whoa!
Melody with the raid of 13. Thank you for
Oh,
the
hello.
raid. Hello, gamers.
Hello, geeks
13
and gamers.
of them.
13 geeks and gamers.
I hope you had a good stream. We're playing Squirrel Game here. Paranormal activity, but with squirrels. Bad news, Boots. We hit a bump in the road. The cameras fell off the back of my quad. They're pretty banged up, as you'll see. I tucked them under the tent wing. I'll head to town to pick up some new ones. Back tomorrow, okay? Not excited at all about crossing that bridge twice. More than I have to, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Simon.
That looks worse than terrible, to be honest with you. I doubt those will work anytime soon. But we need to hurry. I really want to get you two out of this forest and figure out what the hell is going on. Just, hang tight. I'll call you tomorrow.
He said hell.
Oh,
Time for some rest. I love
Calling it
this
night.
color palette.
Oh, were you sleeping? I can't sleep right now. Everything's too up in the air. I think we're really losing control of this whole situation. Simon's on the way back with new cameras, but we need to speed things up. We need to get those last data points before you leave the forest. There is a way to do this, but it's a little unorthodox. There should be some trail mix or something on the desk somewhere. Grab that, and then I'll send you instructions.
Trail mix! Yummy! Hope you had a good stream, Melody. She was playing Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
Pathfinding study. No from Nina. We're fudging the rules on this one a little bit. I'll make sure that it looks legit. We need you to dispense a single nut into a nearby rock. When a squirrel appears to retrieve the nut, you need to follow that squirrel into their stash. Might take you a few tries to get this right, but there's always more nuts to set it up again. Find the location marked on your GPS, put a nut on the rock, hide nearby bushes or trees, follow the squirrel after it. Take a picture with your Instacam.
nut time.
Nut time. Oh, we don't even need cameras this time. We're gonna follow it. We're actually gonna stalk the squirrel.
First things first, I'll place another located mark on my GPS. I'll
I
chase
place a
the
nut
thief.
in the location.
What did I say?
Oh, I thought you said another.
I'll chase the nut thief to the secret stash, even if it takes a couple of tries. I should take a picture of the squirrel stash there with the Instacam.
I hope it has dynamite too. That would be really funny. Oh yeah! Hide behind a bush. Maybe you need to hide into that bush that's right next to it.
What bush?
Is that not a... Oh,
Oh.
never mind. Hey, the chase is on. Can you run? Are you running?
I am running.
It went to the right.
Went to the left.
Did it?
Yeah. I'm down here.
Okay, at least your GPS shows you where you've been, so that's pretty good. Neat. Ooh, there's a house up there. It's a church. Squall Church.
Oh yeah.
Squall Church. Nuts is a cool game at all, but you don't need to punch a boulder in it.
What?
But you don't punch a boulder in it? 4 out of 10. Tolerable.
He.
Nut thief.
Great. 1 down, 2 to go. Did Simon show up yet? He must be almost there. And if you can finish the research this way, then we can get you home when he arrives. Okay, I'll mark the next location on your GPS. Same rules as last time. And don't break a leg.
Don't tell me what to do.
Pin up your photo. Pin up your photo. We must have the pins.
Nut. I'll break as many legs as I want to.
Squall music. No. It went away. Wait. No, you mustn't.
I thought it started pinging up. Fucking music.
The music is so epic. It likes to inspect the area.
Oh! Where'd it go?
Oh, we can't turn around fast enough.
Oh,
Okay, let's look at it from the other angle then. Like, look at him from the other side.
well then I have more to run. I already know it's gonna run this direction, so I'd rather just be close to that direction.
I bet it goes into there. Don't you think? Yes!
Ho 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 ho! Caught in the crime!
It disappeared! The things I do for this job. Walking into trees and shrubs. Eating trail mix.
It's a living. Look at these nuts.
Backs D's nuts.
Just 1 left. I hope Simon's okay. It's been hours. He must be close. In any case, we're making great progress. I'll mark the last one for you to get now. This is one long night, huh?
Wapish says, only 2 nuts each. That's maximum efficiency. The music. Oh, it's the grey one again. Oh!
Oh,
Jeez.
what I do for this job.
Oh, it went up the tree. Whoa! Oh! It's giving me the runaround.
I'm gonna get you. Let go. Oh, ah, come on. Too small. Too tall. Ah.
Ooh. There's a building here. Check if there's nuts in there. What is this, a guitar? Got an achievement for that.
So, I'm 13 weeks into my study here, and I've just got some news down the wire from my contacts out at the Institute. There's a big storm coming next week.
Should I
I'll
keep
probably have to
walking?
hide out in the caravan for a few days. Missing a lot of potential for furthering my research. Not to mention how tough it'll be to keep all the equipment shipshape. The good news? They gave me an emergency number I can call
Let's
in
try
case anything really bad happens. I don't think anything will happen, but it's good to be prepared.
Is that foreshadowing?
Yeah. Sounds like you might fall off a cliff in a second.
Slide out of
Yeah.
mind. But with this number, it's like someone out there cares how I'm doing.
The music is pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Control X?
Yeah. Alright. Run! Get a head start. Well, this one's gonna take ages to get there because it likes to parkour around a bunch of trees. So you might be alright. Just get past the really hard to get past one. And just wait for it here, I guess.
No, we wait.
You better not return to your base on fire. The music's really nice.
Yeah.
Listen to those arpeggios.
Hey. Oh no!
Ah! We died. You died.
Oh, all for some nuts.
A guy.
A guy. What you got there? A gun?
Ascor nicked my journal. I need to get it back. Me when I break a leg. True. You actually went and broke your legs.
I can't put it in my journal.
Eh!
Oh. My tiny journal, please.
It's being a little scamp, isn't it?
Oh. Mini cars.
Ooh.
But my journal.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. little caravan. I could see shelter here. The power is off. Oh, it's the last person that was employed. They mentioned a previous. There's no power. Maybe they have a generator. Good thing you're so freaking strong.
Half-Life jigsaw puzzle.
Check the journal. Or the paper. Generator won't start. Is this deja vu? Okay. So there is fuel somewhere. Ooh, so much stuff here. Oh, you should definitely explore in case there's a disc, a tape here.
Or this.
Well, that's what we need. I imagine there's probably a hidden tape somewhere as well, don't you think?
Maybe.
Lucky that that generator still works, even though it's been out here. Ooh. Let's watch. Can we watch? Is there a fax machine?
I need to contact Nina somehow. I guess I can't call her?
Yeah, well, we've been faxing her when we're ready, so... Oh.
Hello? What? It's you? Really? I'm so relieved you're alive. And safe, too. You are safe? I thought I was losing my damn mind when I saw that ancient check-in form rolling in over the fax. Are you kidding? It's right by where they picked me up back in '82. Whew, I'm so glad you're safe. I still can't get a hold of Simon. But now, right now, we need to focus on getting you out of there. So, brass tacks. There's no way out of this gorge without crossing the river. And you're not crossing that current without help, my friend. But don't worry, I'll call the rescue team right now. Wait, what? You lost the journal? Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. We need your study data and photos to build a case. Can you follow this girl who stole your journal? Maybe there's still some
Have I not
way
been
old
faxing
equipment that can
everything?
help. Anyway, I'll work on getting you out of there. You work on retrieving the journal, okay?
Well, when you faxed it, it went into the machine. And then
Then
she
it came
saw
out again.
Yeah, she saw it, and then it came back out. So you have it
Yeah.
at the end of the day. I feel like I talked to someone, or I heard something on a podcast, where someone talked about as a child they thought the fax machine literally teleported the piece of paper. I can't remember where. Ooh, camera. And we have tripods. I can't remember where I heard that. I was either talking to someone or I heard a podcast where someone was talking about as a child they thought that the fax machine teleported the piece of paper over to the person.
That's why they should do it for pizza delivery.
Yeah, they could fax a pizza to us. You gotta grab it really quick before it comes back out of the machine.
Otherwise, you just return it.
Yeah. You can use the monitors to guess where it is.
So I have number 2 and 1. Oh,
It is in the swamp. There's like
there's a car
water.
right there.
Yeah.
It's on a car.
It's on a
By
car
a
in the
looking
swamp.
at a waterfall.
I think it was where you were heading just then. Like you were already going the right way.
Yeah, there's no waterfall here. The water, the sound makes it sound like there's a waterfall in every other direction.
That's why I said I thought my headset was backwards before, because the phone
Yeah.
keeps ringing from the opposite side that I think it should.
Yeah.
Pretty lucky these cameras still work.
The gear works? Oh, incredible. They really made stuff a lot sturdier back then. Listen, I'm still trying to get hold of the rescue team, but I'm hearing that there's storms in the area that are preventing helicopter landings. I'll keep putting pressure on, so be ready to leave. And in the meantime, see if you can get that journal back.
Wavish says, I still have people asking me to make a copy before sending a fax. Like, dog, that's already what... It's already doing that, just on the other end.
Already have a good view of it.
I imagine it goes that way.
Oh, I'm clipped in the car. Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
I think this game actually uses its like art style pretty well, because it's like so monochromatic and has so much fog. It does actually make it really hard to find the little paths without following the squirrels or like getting the right idea of which way to go.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if there's like a tiny thing in the bush, you probably wouldn't see it very well. Because it's so flat colored.
Ready to record. What do I do?
You just grab it? It's almost like there was a prompt for
Yeah,
a second.
I tried.
It's gonna come back to this branch. Grab?
Can't.
Oh. Why did it give you a prompt for it?
Yeah.
Maybe you have to jump.
Try.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me have it. Let me have it. I can't get close enough to the squirrel. I can at least take a picture for Nina. Other one.
Wow, that squirrel clutching your journal sure looks like my Bella. Bella. I rescued her 15 years ago, after a fox killed her mother. She was a mischievous one too. Anyway, if you can't catch her during the day...
Then we do the thing you were gonna do. Press record. It's teasing you. I guess it went a different direction.
Looked like it went this way. But
Yeah, but it could have.
where it went from there, we don't know.
Yeah. Not near camera 2. which went further out, so...
Just want to confirm on camera 1.
But I think we can safely remove camera 2.
Okay, it goes...
On top of a
goes
car?
onto that.
That's a good angle. Just to see all the cars. Maybe it goes that way, like behind that camera. 'Cause there are floorboards after all.
Oh, camera. I mean phone.
Are you on the trail? Good. I hope you can get the journal back from her soon. Look, it's bad here. The whole institute has been closed up. They even changed the locks. And there's been no sign of Simon either.
Oh no!
I'm scared, to be honest with you. I don't really know what's going on. All I know is that your records are the only evidence we have at the moment.
Somebody is putting lies in her name, and one of the guys we work with disappeared. That's almost the same angle as the first one, though, isn't it?
Goes more on the left.
Okay.
Process of elimination.
Yeah. Guess if you can get up on the rocks on the right. If not, then...
Skyrim horse my way up here.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good view, just like the overview. Maybe if you can turn it a little bit to the right, because we already know it comes from the tree. That's not very helpful because it might just leave the bottom of the camera.
Well,
Oh well.
let's go with what we have.
This is a cool game. What are these squirrels up to? I want to know. Do you?
What even is over there?
I don't know. What if it climbed onto the truck again? Like our truck.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 3, it just goes across. I guess
Yeah.
that's the last evidence. We have to look at that
nothing's
one.
on camera too.
Where are you going, you cheeky bugger? This is my second only video. This is my second only video game, but I'm not gonna lie, getting some serious Among Us vibes from this.
Oh, there we go. There's a whole area over here.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's what I meant by this art style is like so nice for this game. Because like, it's so simplistic that you kind of don't notice things like that.
I can't believe I have to tell you this. Nobody's coming. The rescue team can't come out with the threatened storm. The rangers say you should sit tight for a week or so, but there's worse. I found out that Panorama are changing the date on their dam project. It'll happen soon. They think nobody will care, given those doctored newspaper stories. I think you need to find a way to cross the river to get yourself out of the forest. I'm still here. I'm still trying to find someone who will help, but you should prepare yourself, the essentials. Be ready to move.
Cool. It's a pretty fair angle. Now you have to parkour your way back up.
Yeah.
Um,
This horse was meant for this.
this horse was meant for walking. So, a viewer from earlier, Zeno, mentioned that this game is on mobile,
Oh wow.
which is pretty cool. But that also means we could suggest that your mum plays it if she wants to. I think it's probably going to go over to this cool island.
Yeah. Let's have a look here.
But yeah, this is not like a very high stakes game, but it's a very story driven game. So I think your mum might like it.
This must be the river I have to cross.
Yeah.
Let's just see what we have with this. It's a whole new area after all. And cross camera 3? Yeah, it doesn't go down the road, it goes right.
Could still appear at the river.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did. Oh, wait, is that 2?
Maybe we need to enhance it.
This one crosses. I'm pretty sure that's a squirrel. The crack. Yeah, there's more
Okay,
than one.
there's more than one.
Okay, that makes it a little bit harder.
Which one has your journal?
Exactly. That makes it harder. They came back.
Well, they-
Oh, they
left.
went left.
Can you actually pause and enhance that moment? I want to see if we can see if they hold the... I don't think they hold the journal at this point, but... Because I think they're different colors. Maybe you can tell which one's which. 2 of them?
3 of them.
3 of them? No, they're both red. They're gathering friends. What if they do go down the road? Okay.
They change color at night, so
Yeah.
I want to see what's going on over here.
If you can angle it in a way where you can still get information about the other island, like that, yeah.
I want to see what happens up here.
Oh, okay. I imagine they just come down from the tree.
See what happens.
So
with
now
that.
you need the other camera to point down this path.
Yep. Does that mean we want to know where the journal goes? And it didn't necessarily look like they had the journal afterwards.
I've just put it there, like right where you're standing, because you don't know if they're gonna. I would do it so that the boat, the thing in the front, in the background, is in more clear view, like a little more forward.
It's right in the middle.
Yeah, but like, what if they hop in, or what if they go behind it? We want to be able to tell if they went in or behind it. Is that a boat?
Yes. this then?
If you can make it so the boat doesn't block the path.
No, I want to see if they hop in, like you said.
Yeah, no, but just put the camera a little bit, like 2 steps to the right. So that you can see the path. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Cool. Alright, wise guy. Wise guys. Let's see where you're hiding these nuts and journals.
I'm calling from the road. I've had to leave town for the moment. I'm not leaving you. I'm trying to escalate my complaints, trying to get someone with power involved. Listen, I know you can do this. I know you can get out of there. You have to. And when you do, I'll see you on the other side. Oh no, really? If the waters rise high enough, your photos will be the only remnants of life in Mammoth Forest. Get them out of there and we'll show the world. Good luck. I believe in you.
Oh, here they come.
That's a lot of squirrels. So I'm assuming the guy coming here. I don't see a journal.
Yeah, but that's the main guy.
Yeah, just some squirrels appearing on camera 2 and disappearing. Here they come.
Here they come. Ooh, they kind of go past camera 1.
That's probably it.
So how did we not see them on the other view that we had before? I feel like we
It
pointed
was
the camera down the road.
The road is not straight.
Oh, okay. We may as well have been here for a week anyway. She said that help might not come for a week, but we are spending about that much time anyway.
I actually kind of want to look at this guy just to see if that journal is obviously dropped somewhere. 'Cause I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing a journal anywhere else.
It might just not have it with it the whole time, but maybe it
But that's what I
goes
mean.
to a secret squirrel meeting about the journal.
Just want to confirm.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You can zoom in. Boat time.
Floating.
I guess that's a pretty good angle. What if they jumped across? Yeah, may as well. I think that's good for now.
What if they go up on this rock? This whole area over here.
Ooh, maybe you should just take camera 1. The one that you pointed at the tree. I don't think this is the kind of game that would throw a trick question at you. Like, did it even have the journal? I think it doesn't really matter. Ooh, good spotting. Now why we should go and put the tape there?
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm waiting. I'm nervous. I can hear the helicopter. Soon I'll see it too. Can't move too much. I think I sprained my ankle. Ah, Bella. There you are, my precious girl. I'm sorry I won't be here to watch you grow up. But
Ooh, we might go up here.
You're lucky to live in this Asian wonder. And I hope the work I do outside will keep you safe. Such poses. You know I can't resist one last picture of you for my collection. It's alright, Bella. I'll be okay.
I think it'd be cool to see the rings. Like if they go into there or something. It looks like an important structure.
Yeah, let's just try that.
Yeah. I think you should keep that. That's the
keep
fail
this?
safe. That one I don't know because I doubt they're gonna jump across the river.
How about this?
Okay, yeah.
We know that they're literally running past here, so it's just that.
I think that's good for now. You may as well just... I think you're moving a little bit too far from your original spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there they come.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nothing.
So they
on
don't go
further.
to camera 3.
The angle's off. Over here, climb up. You might cross here. I don't want that shot. Just to make sure.
And if they don't go that way, then...
Ugh.
That's pretty good. I think you can see a lot from there.
This one does nothing. This?
I have no idea where they're gonna go, so
Yeah.
may as well just put it down. See if they come towards it. We didn't see it at all in the last camera 3, so it's like... They even come down here? Because last time we had those whole things in the shot,
Yeah.
and they didn't come down there.
Exactly. So we may as well use that angle, because we know they're not going to be from this side. My thoughts is they're going to show me how I can cross the river by jumping up there.
Okay.
But the question is, where's the journal?
Well, it was a soft goal. It said, you should try to chase the one that has your journal. So it's not like you actually need to do that to make
Well,
the story progress.
I'm thinking there's 2 missions right now: survive and find the evidence, kind of thing.
But I think it's probably more like what you said, where in the game, the squirrels will probably show you where to go instead of, like, even though you're following the journal, technically. We lost him.
Huh.
Maybe you're too ambitious with where you're putting. Like, maybe there needs to be one that just is exactly where they were.
Oh, they actually were on that tree. You see?
Oh, yeah. Slow it down. They're pretty quick. I think it's because they're only there for a second and then they jump across.
I think they do. Yeah, they do.
Can you, like, enhance camera 1?
I don't know what to enhance on.
The branch that they jump off of. And then watch. Okay. They just go over the raft. The rafter. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we just need to fax a picture of them jumping over the river to her. Get as close as you can to the edge. Because we already know it makes it across. They make it across. Okay.
I kind of want to do the first thing. Just want to see if I can see the journal in its mouth on the camera in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure it just doesn't have it.
Yeah, I just want to confirm.
It doesn't look like it has it in any of the other screenshots we've taken of it.
Yeah. Oh.
I think you can afford being close if you're just looking for the journal.
I want to see if it drops it somewhere here.
But it always spawns with it back in its mouth anyway the next
Yeah.
day, so it doesn't really matter if it drops it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're not
That's
going
also
out
why
there
I think
live.
they're just supposed to go where it goes.
Let's play.
Yeah, it's just red. Although. Yeah, it's just red. Okay, confirmed.
Oh. I think, if you can just get a picture of them jumping across the river.
Yeah, I'll try that. Try to fax that, see if that does anything. Otherwise, I think I should try to see if I can jump on that branch and make the jump.
Oh! They were so fast.
Whee. Get an enhance on that. Arr. Or not.
Slow-mo?
We. Let's try that.
I wonder if that's clear enough. Oh, doesn't care. Maybe it's
Okay.
not clear enough?
We're gonna make the jump.
Maybe with a camera. Hold a camera before you try the jump. Or maybe you can't hold a camera while you try to make the jump.
Well, I feel like it's implied as soon as I make that jump, I'm not gonna come back. I think this is the point of no return. Sure, I'll bring a camera.
That sounded so violent!
Yeah,
Jeez! I think the branch was supposed to have broken or something, maybe?
but also,
Yeah.
it was scripted.
Yeah, no, but it sounded so violent.
Oh,
Oh, a guy! Oh. Bella! All of them! Oh, so many guys.
squirrel meeting,
Squirrel meeting, squirrel meeting. Where we going?
Oh my god.
Squirrel boat! Onto the squirrel boat!
Is this where your detonator for all the TNT is?
Destruction panorama. It's the boat. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's funny face. Mip, 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 mip. Mip, 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 mip.
That's for you.
Mip, 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 mip.
That's for you. Hey, a journal.
You can put the pictures in your journal. Put a picture. Yeah. Get the close up of the one with the funny mouth. They like you. They're helping.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that wasn't there before. I'm actually stuck. I'm actually stuck.
Oh! Okay, good. Get back into the middle of the boat. What are you doing?
Trying to leave. What do you want me to do?
Go in there! There's a
Oh.
ladder!
Oh shit, I didn't see.
Oh!
Hey.
Eh?
It's a beautiful morning in Mammoth Forest, and I'm your host, Nina. woke up this morning to rain on the roof and Bella's beady little eyes peering in the window. Now, the sun is shining so bright I can hardly see. And the smell. The smell of the warm forest after rainfall is incredible. Someone should bottle it up and sell it. No, it's good that it's just here. It's just for me and Bella. Here in the right place at the right time.
They should commodify
I've been taking
this.
so many photos here for my research and thinking, this is the only way most people get to see Melmoth. I get to live it. This ancient place. It's been here since forever. It'll outlive us all. I hope my research can share this wonder with others. Well, that's enough pondering for one day. It's time to get to work. Time to set up the cameras again. But I'm looking forward to the hike. I wonder if Bella will join me today.
You're sailing with them! They're taking you on their boat. Oh.
Oh, the mouse lets me look around, but not the controller. Okay, well.
Oh, it's cute.
It's funny to see how much you have changed.
Oh no, it got flooded.
And yet, someone else you might look the same.
That's a cute game.
Yeah, it was cute.
We all start somewhere. We started somewhere.
That's a pretty bad flood.
Yeah. Well, I guess, it was like they dammed the place, so it
Yeah.
it had a storm and it, started filling up.
Oh,
A car.
that's our car. Oh no. Could it be Simon?
Oh no, Simon!
There's a box.
Yeah. Oh, switchboard. So it's on switch as well. Damn, I guess Panorama is on the menu.
We went for a walk. We took a long walk. My dark blue might look bright to you,
It's a tree.
and that's your own truth.
I'm lucky this boat still works.
Your own truth.
Well, we got a lot of technology that still worked
Why
from the
I
past.
see
It's cool that they got it in so many languages.
differently. That is my own truth. It is my own truth.
That was a very pretty game as well. Lucas Pope is in the special thanks.
We have been
Lucas Pope.
Yeah.
We have been
What's that?
That's the Papers, Please.
Oh, I
Obra
see.
Dinn guy.
Oh yeah. He probably
His way.
gave some fifths on how to make this visualization.
I actually don't know if it would be very hard to make it look like this, but it's probably also like, you know, active shout out kind of to the style inspiration.
Yeah, well, one or the other.
This will not end
It looks great though. This style needs to be used more, I think.
Yeah.
here.
It's a good way to make it really clear what you're supposed to look at.
Yeah, exactly. That, and also like makes it very hard to notice things that you're not supposed to look at. Like the little gap in the fence. You don't. I mean, obviously we're also not playing to look at every single thing with the squirrels show you, but still, it's like chances of just randomly running into the right path is very small in this art style compared to like something that's a bit more realistic. Like if you could see a different color dirt path to the grass, it might be obvious that that's a path.
Yeah.
Either way, I like this, and it's also very flat looking. Like I think that helps hide some things and highlight things. Like
Yeah.
you know, because
Very flat.
yeah, like there's no shading.
Yeah.
The only shading comes in like depth, how far away something is because of the fog, which is really cool. And then yeah, like you said, it makes the objects that you want to see, like the squirrels, really easy to see because they made it a different color. Never seen trees so wet. That was cool.
Yeah.
It was cute, short game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that does it for us.
Yeah.
That does it for the stream. Put it on the end screen.
Mhm.
That was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think we're gonna stream again on Tuesday next week, but probably not this early. Like somewhere between this and our usual stream time, I think.
It'll
Just 'cause-
depend
yeah.
on some stuff.
I mean,
we'll feel
I think,
it out.
I think that time, next time Eva will join us, and it'll have to be a time where Europeans can actually be awake for as well.
Look, keep an eye on the Discord. Keep an eye on Jesse's Twitter.
It was fun to play this. This was really nice.
Yeah.
This is a nice game to like slowly get us back into it because I think this is like cozy.
Yeah.
It wasn't too intense or anything.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, but yeah. So the situation is, I might get back into work, and if that's the case, we obviously have to commit to night streaming again.
Yeah.
So there'll be news about that soon.
But for at least probably the next week, I imagine we'll probably do whatever we want. I imagine they're not gonna say you start Monday like tomorrow. They're probably not gonna.
Yeah. No, of course not.
So it'll probably be another week before.
Yeah, maybe we can do something
extreme
like
happens.
this. Yeah, but obviously we have the primary intention is to make sure the MVP, my mother, is here.
Yeah.
So
And-
obviously it has to work out for that time zone. So maybe like this was a bit early, so we might try another early stream, but push it a little bit further.
Yeah, we'll see. And also, I'm not as busy right now, so we might do 2 streams a week again. We'll see how we go.
We'll see.
Cool. Well, thanks
Alright.
everyone, and we'll catch you probably on Tuesday.
Yeah. See y'all later.